A community staple in Lowman could be on the chopping block by the end of the year. Good evening, I'm Renata Steele.
I'm Scott Cook. Thanks for choosing WENY News at 5:30. The Lowman United Methodist Church was built by Lowman ancestors centuries ago, and the congregation is down to single digits now.
Now word comes it might be boarded up by next year, but as WENY's Tanja Rekhi found out, a lot of people depend on the church for food pantry and healthy meals. Tanja?
Renata, this is the last type of news Nancy Blake, who runs the food pantry, expected during the holiday season. The UMC says the church isn't sustaining itself.
The Lowman Methodist Church has stood tall since the 1800s, built by Jacob Lowman, a direct descendant of the town's founders. But the historical landmark's future could be in jeopardy. The church joined the United Methodist Church in the 1950s, and now the UMC wants to shut it down.
There's not much left of this town after that. You close this, and what do you have as far as community-based anything?
The church was handed down to the community in 1894 after Jacob Lowman died. It's become a staple in Lowman, home to a food pantry and community lunches.
This is a real community. I mean, it's not just people who live next door to each other, it's people who care about each other.
Nancy was married to a Lowman descendant and opened the food pantry 13 years ago.
I get so much more out of this than what I actually put into it. And they say, oh, you work so hard. And I said, it's not hard. I love what I do.
And having people care about you like that, they're basically strangers. That just doesn't happen a lot in the world anymore.
About 60 families rely on the food pantry every second and fourth Wednesday of the month. It's the only one in Lowman. Pantries in neighboring Elmira are already feeling the pinch of food stamp cuts, with more possibly coming in a new farm bill. So the million-dollar question for this pantry:
I just want to know, what can we do to stop it, to save this church, you know? Is there somebody out there that can help?
Nancy is keeping faith that her church and pantry will stay open, but she is thinking about other ways and places she can run it for the dozens who are in need. Tanja Rekhi, WENY News.